Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here, hope you're well. We are going to go into our second part of our second journey, our second lesson, and we have a repeating pattern here. And so inside our repeating pattern, we have got my pseudocode on the screen. So I've drawn out the shape, I walked the shape, and I counted all the blocks, and I worked out if there were any patterns happening or any anomalies or any things that might trick me up. So I noticed that these aren't all the same size. That's what I've noticed. And so if I look at my agent here, he's got to go and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so inside my code, what I've done is, I think my camera's just gone off. Yes, it has. My pseudocode might disappear in a minute. You probably saw that pop up on the screen. I need to go into my code here, and I'm going to go and just make sure I can see down here as I split my screen like that, so we can see where our code is going to go. My pseudocode is, I'm going to call this slalom, because that's kind of what it's doing. A slalom is where skiers go down through all those gates at high speed. So I'm going to go through this slalom, and I'm going to go and move my agent forward by 3, but I'm going to use my repeat blocks, remember, so that I don't have to keep putting those forward blocks in all the time. Turn left, then I've got another repeat, and let's go 1, 2, 3. So if I look at my pseudocode, I'm going forward 3, and you can see how pseudocode now helps me minimize my mistakes. So I know now that if I look at my pseudocode, I'm going to go and turn right here. My pseudocode is actually incorrect. I've got a left turn there rather than right. I've got my rights and I've got my lefts and my rights mixed up. Silly. So what I'm going to do now is go forwards. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I've got a left turn again here. So look at my code. So left turn. I've got to swap my rights and my lefts over, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So each time they go this way. I'm going to show you something here. If you're on your iPad, I think you long press on the screen, you can get a menu. So this one here, I want to actually copy and duplicate. So just like in Scratch, you can right click on the block and you can duplicate these blocks. So I'm going to go and get that one so I don't have to make the whole thing again. And I remember the last one there is 5 blocks long with a right turn down there. So then I've got a repeat of 5 in, and then I'm going to go and grab my blocks. I could have repeated these and duplicated all those and just changed the numbers inside. It might be a bit faster. Then I know that I've got a left turn. If I look down here, I've got a left turn. And then, yep. And then it is then a forward 2, which doesn't really make any difference if you change that into 2 blocks. Like so. So there's my slalom. Go and hit play. And then if I hit my chat slalom, help if I didn't put a backslash on there. So then my agent is off to the end. Right. Next job, as I mentioned at the end of the last video, is we have to go and get our agent to move this tree out of the way and destroy the blocks before we get through to this area here. We might be able to see that bit there. We're going to go and collect all that trash in there. So, as always, you 5, good luck.